How's it going, everybody? My name is Groundwalker and welcome to my very first tutorial on YouTube. Before we jump into the tutorial, I wanted to let you all know a little bit about myself. I am a Twitch streamer who plays a variety of games, and my goal is just to spread love and positivity. But I don't want this intro to go too long, so if you guys do like what you see, be sure to check out the description below to check out all of my social platforms. Before we get into the actual tutorial, I wanted to let you know what this video is actually going to be about. So I wanted to make a tutorial on an issue that I was personally having with getting my computer and Streamlabs to work well with my Elgato Camlink 4K and my Sony a5100 mirrorless camera, which I am using both of those right now in this video. This tutorial is more than likely going to work with any camera that you hook up to your Elgato Camlink 4K, but I just wanted to let you guys know exactly what I'm using. Before we dive in, I do want to let you guys know my exact setup in case you guys do have any questions or are curious about what exactly I'm using to get my streams to look the way that they do. I am using a pre-built desktop gaming PC that I got from Best Buy. If you guys are interested in the exact specs of my PC, just leave a comment below and I'll definitely provide those, but I just don't think it's really relevant to this video. My PC does have USB ports on the front and the back. You guys will see why this is important in a bit. As I mentioned earlier in the video, I am using a Sony a5100 mirrorless camera, which has a micro HDMI port on the side, not to be confused with a mini HDMI port. I then plug in my micro HDMI to regular HDMI cable into my camera on the micro end, and then the regular HDMI end goes into my Elgato Camlink 4K. It is worth noting that I did have to buy this micro HDMI to regular HDMI cable at Best Buy, as I got my camera used and I didn't have one. I'll get more into my camera setup later on in this tutorial. Although this isn't super important for this tutorial, I do want to mention that I do use Streamlabs in order to stream and get my scenes and devices all set up into one place. It's also worth noting that I use an Elgato Game Capture HD 60S Plus that I plug into my PC via USB as well. So now that you guys know my exact setup, we can jump into the tutorial. Let's dive into the reason that you clicked on this video. Why does my Elgato Camlink 4K tied with my amazing camera that I probably spent a lot of money on look like it's lagging and also getting 15 frames per second? Someone help me. Your boy's here for you. What you're seeing right now is a test stream that I did to see if my camera really looked that bad. What I first noticed when I plugged my camera in with the Elgato Camlink 4K into my computer is how laggy it was inside of Streamlabs. So at first I was thinking maybe it is a camera setting, maybe it's a setting in Streamlabs. I had no idea. I'm not actually streaming. Cody? I looked online and I could not find anyone having the same issues as me. And I couldn't find any YouTube videos either. Maybe I just wasn't searching right, but I could not find anything. I decided to reach out to some of my favorite streamers. Shout out NotYourParentsGnS, I'll link them below, they're amazing. Who I knew used my exact camera and the Elgato Camlink 4K. They gave me suggestions like checking shutter speed and other camera settings, and we just were not having any luck. Then what they recommended was that I try isolating my Elgato Camlink to its own USB bus or hub on my PC. Now this spoke to me because this is something that I had yet to try. So I did some research and I found this support article on Elgato's website. The link is in the description below for reference. While this article didn't exactly help to fix my problem, I do think that it could possibly help out many of you, which is why I wanted to include it in this video. It explains how the Camlink 4K needs its own USB bus if you are trying to use two of them on the same PC. It also talks a little bit about how to view your Camlink on your device manager in your Windows PC. I definitely think it's worth checking out. Now, to talk about what fixed this for me, and hopefully you, It is stupidly simple. I originally had my Elgato Cam Link plugged in via USB with all of my other peripherals in the back of my computer, noting that my Elgato Game Capture HD60S Plus, that is such a mouthful, was also plugged in to the back of my computer. This is the setup I had with my camera giving me lag issues. But after having the conversation with my fellow streamers, I thought, what if I move the Elgato Cam Link to the front USB ports to at least isolate it away from all of the other peripherals and equipment that I'm using? Boom. Mic drop. My camera worked perfectly, and it looks just as good on stream as it does in this video. Here's my device manager window just so you can see that my PC actually only has one USB root hub, but it still worked after moving my Cam Link to the ports on the front of my PC. Now, I'm not some kind of technical genius, but referencing that Elgato article, I was a little bit worried. But as you can see, this worked for me. After moving my Elgato Cam Link to a USB port on the front of my PC, and then re-adding my camera as a source in Streamlabs, boom. I was literally good to go with a beautiful looking camera, shooting in 1080p 60 frames per second live on my stream. I hope this helps out at least some of you guys out there. And if you have any questions at all, feel free to drop a comment, which I will answer, or you can always join one of my streams and ask me questions on there, or just come hang out. By the way, don't forget to check out the description below to get more info on my streams. Thank you so much for watching, and if this video helped you out, be sure to leave a thumbs up on the video below. Remember to stay positive and spread love. Groundwalker, signing out.